We had a very useful debate on the strategic orientations. We looked to the Middle East. We looked at the possibility, look at how we can act and react in the weeks and months to come, because we have to show the unity of the European Council. A few key points. Firstly, we reaffirmed with the most strong terms possible our condemnation of Hamas and the terrorist attack against Israel and the Israeli population, and the right of Israel to defend itself, and that in conformity, in compliance with international humanitarian law. That is the first and important point. The firm will to support Israel in its right to defend itself, and that within international humanitarian law. We also discussed the need to act in humanitarian terms. We have certainly taken note of the serious deterioration of the humanitarian situation, and we need to develop a number of measures to ensure that there is access to equipment and to aid in this humanitarian crisis. This could be food, electricity, medicines, and we are extremely committed, perhaps using humanitarian corridors, humanitarian pauses, to ensure that aid can reach those it is destined for. Humanitarian aid is the determination to act on hostages, for example. There are European hostages too. There are close contacts with people in the region. Mediation is ongoing, working towards freeing the hostages. And it is our hope that the hostages are all freed rapidly and unconditionally. Third point I wanted to refer to is the political process. We have said a lot about this important commitment to a two-state solution. During the meeting, we decided to affirm the European desire to support a European peace conference, which should be held soon. This is an extremely difficult and complex topic, and within the European Council we wanted to reaffirm our unity, to send a message to our European citizens, but to the rest of the world too, based on our values and the treaties and fundamental rights. We also looked at the consequences of this situation for the European Union, the consequences both today and in the future, the work to be done to contain this conflict, to avoid regional escalation or regional destabilization. Two particular points there. Firstly, the importance of working on prevention, combating anti-Semitic speech, hate speech, Islamophobia, any form of discrimination. We need to work to guarantee security as much as we possibly can and develop coordination in this particular area. We also look at migration matters that have been at the heart of European debate for quite some time now, and we have also looked at the consequences there and possible developments for the situation in the Middle East. There was a second point that was discussed this evening, and that was the revision of the European budget.
Review, we had a very good exchange of views, and it was needed. We know that there are different opinions around the table when we address the questions related to the financing and to the solidarity. We have difficult political debates. This is not new, but this debate was a very good occasion to clarify, to improve the mutual understanding among the leaders. And I would say there are two important elements that we have discussed today, and that will help us in the weeks to come to clarify, and I hope to make some fundamental decisions. The first question is, what are our common priorities for this MFF review? We have observed that many leaders are extremely clear about the importance to support Ukraine, but we have also discussed other priorities that maybe will be taken into account based on the decision that we will make. competitiveness, solidarity, notably in case of natural disasters, defense. These are examples. This is not exhaustive, but examples of possible priorities that we should address in this debate on the MFF review. There were also some conversations about the interest rates and the importance to guarantee the transparency with regard with this part of the political discussion. And the second point is financing. How do we pay? How do we finance for our common priorities? And this is a traditional debate. What is the ambition in terms of what we call fresh money? Question number one. And what's the ambition in terms of redeployment in order to make sure that we can adapt the initial budget with the needs and with the priorities for the years to come? And the question of the own resources was also mentioned by various leaders. Next steps, the presidency of the Council, Pedro Sanchez and his team, together with the ambassador, the Coreper, they will work further with the support of the Commission to prepare the decision that we need to make. And when we will see and feel that this is appropriate, the European Council will have the responsibility to discuss the topic and to finalize the decision-making process. We have a common goal, a common ambition. This is to make an agreement by the end of the year. This is ambitious because we do not underestimate the level of difficulties. This is a difficult debate, a difficult discussion, but there is a common will, a common political goal to do everything for making possible this agreement by the end of the year. I thank you.
Thank you very much. President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, you have the floor.
Thank you very much.